On this week's episode of The Self-Love Doctor, we're going to be talking about the 3 stages of a toxic relationship. In my book, Recognizing the Love Trap, written by me, Dr. Rhonda Smith, The Self-Love Doctor. Now I want you to get an ink pen. I want you to relax so you can take notes. And I also want you to show love by hitting the left-hand corner of the subscribe button. And we'll be right back. Thank you, lovelies, for joining me. We're going to be talking about the stages in a toxic relationship. There's 3 of them. That's in my book, Recognizing the Love Trap, written by Dr. Rhonda Smith, the Self-Love Doctor. Now, what I want you to understand that is very important. These 3 stages happen in every toxic relationship. Every toxic relationship. When I mention them to people, they'd be like, oh my God, how did you know? Well, it happens in all of them. So the first stage is the honeymoon stage. That's the stage when the love bombing is happening. They're telling you how beautiful you are. They're telling you that you're their soulmate. They're buying you gifts. It happens real fast. A lot of times it happens right away where you're like, oh my God, I love this man. I've been looking for him all my life. He wants it to happen fast. He wants it to happen before you get to the second stage. So guess what? He's going to keep that mask on until he knows he has you. He's taking you on dates. He's buying you whatever you need. He's rubbing your feet. He's doing all kind of things. He's doing the things that you said you wanted to make. Now, a lot of times when you go on to these love date on the internet saying looking for mates, they're hidden very well in there because they know what to tell you. They know what to say. It's all a hidden agenda. Now, once you make love and these seeds are being planted, now that's the addiction phase. The first phase is the addiction phase. Then here comes the second phase. The second phase is the devaluation phase. That's when they know they have you, so the mask comes off. And they start saying things like, you're always nagging. You're always talking about this and that. Won't you just be quiet sometime? You know, everything is your fault. So now you're wondering, what did I do wrong? What do I have to do to get back to the first stage? Sometimes he'll give you a hit at that first stage, and then you go back to the second stage. It's all a game. They already know what they're doing, but you're baffled thinking, what in the world is going on? Then here comes the third stage. That's the stage when they discard you. Now, sometimes they'll keep you around, especially if you make them look good, especially if you got money and you got things going on, but you'll never, ever be the first one because they like to play games. They may take you to the dinners. They may have you on their shoulder, but believe me, there's always somebody else they're playing a game with. See, narcissists are like little boys with toys. They get tired and bored of that toy, so they'll go to the next toy, but they'll come back if you let them. It's called the hoovering effect. They'll suck you back up in that vacuum cleaner. They'll bring you flowers. They'll tell you how they miss you. They'll tell you how sorry they are, but then they do the same thing over again. That's when you get the trauma bonding, which we'll talk about next week. Now, what I want you to do is remember, you have to be real in order to heal. This is such a painful thing that we just numb ourselves. We don't even think about it. We don't even want to know about it. We want to suffer in silence. Well, you don't have to. I wrote this book so that you can recognize the love traps and so that we can educate our generations to come because it's getting worse. It's an epidemic. So remember, you have to be real to heal.